Hey guys, hello and welcome to the channel Programming with Casey. So guys, today in this video, we are going to start with a new concept which is exception handling. So we are going to deal with some kind of exception like input mismatch exception. So there are various kind of exceptions and like type of exceptions. Let's say there is a checked exception, unchecked exceptions and many more things, how you can handle with try catch, finally, which keyword you can use, right? So there are many more things to learn in this series. So I'm going to create a playlist for this with all the type of runtime exceptions. You will dealing with that and you will come to know that how to handle such this kind of exceptions. Okay, so let's create a class quickly for the input mismatch exception. So I'm giving the name as a input mismatch exception. Okay, input mismatch exception. Okay. Yeah, now it is fine. I'm providing the PSVM public static void main over here, and simply we will going to understand currently how we should write the try catch blocks. If we are handling the exception, then it is mandatory that you should use the try which is followed by catch or finally. Okay, so if you are new to this concept, then don't worry, we will try to understand this in a very simpler manner. So now as you know that we create the or we declare the variable. Let's say I am creating the variable number of the type integer, and let's say I am initializing this as 10. Okay, then I am saying that I want the another variable of type float. Okay, then we will create that also. So I am saying that I want the number over here, and we can't create the same variable, so we'll take the number 1 over here and we'll do the 10 over here. Okay, it means that we had initialized two different types of variables. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to take the input from the user. Okay, and in the input, user, if say user is not aware like which input he or she should give. Okay, so that compiler will understand whether to print the output or not, or whether to throw the exception or not. Okay, so I know that it is a bit difficult to understand, but let's create the try catch. So see, now when you create like this, when you create the try, you need to also do the catch one also, right? Or catch which is followed by catch or finally you can say. Okay, so this is the basically syntax where you can write the code inside try over here, and you can catch the exception over here, right? So you can catch the exception inside this. So let's say I am trying to take the input, as I said, from the user. So we will use over here our scanner class. So scanner s is equals to new scanner. Okay, so new scanner system.in. Okay, yeah. So now what we are going to do is we are going to take the number from the user, right? So let's say I want to take, already I had declared over here, right? I had declared the number over here, but still I want to take this as from the user. So what I'll do is number is equals to object of the scanner class, which is s I had created over here. So I'll say s dot next int. It means that this input should be of type integer. Okay, is it clear? I'm saying that this input should be of type integer in this case, and after taking the input from the user, I will simply do the sysout that give me this number. Okay. Okay, so it is quite much relatable, like it is perfect to understand. Now over here, as I said that what if a user is not passing the number, instead he is passing some character or string value. So in that case it would be a input mismatch exception, right? Why input mismatch exception? I am saying to the compiler that I had written the scanner class over here with the help of the object. I am saying that I am going to take the input for a number variable over here which is of type string, sorry, integer. Okay, so just print that number for me. So as a compiler knows that it should be of type integer because I had declared over here. But what happens if a user, what happens if a user is trying to pass string or any other type of format like as an input instead of integer, then what will happen? So to just keep a backup, I won't say that it is backup, it is a better play that when you create a standalone application or productive application, exception handling plays a very important role, guys, over there, right? So I'm going to handle this exception with the help of catch. So I will write exception over here, and exception I am giving e over here, right? So I want to print this system.out.println, and I'm going to print whatever be the type of exception which I had created, exception e. So I'll do the sysout over here simply, and I'm going to print the E, right? So which is the problem? It is going to print like whatever the runtime exception it will throw, and it will print into your console. Okay, so like the message you will get which type of exception it is. So that's why you use this exception E. It means that it will use the exception class over here, and will check for the what type of exception is, and I had just printed this E over here. It will simply give you that whatever be the message. Okay, so I am doing over here sysout, and I am printing the number over here. Why I had written this outside this like line number 20, you can see that I had did system.out.println, and I'm trying to print this number. Okay, so over here inside this try, I am saying that try to print this number if it is in the format of next int, I mean integer. Okay, or else catch that into the exception, or else if nothing happens, or like one has to be happened over here because I am handling with the try catch, then also I want to print this number 10 which I had declared, so that doesn't come inside this try catch block. Okay, so let's print this and let's see, let's observe what happens. Okay, so over here it is going to take the one input. Let's say I'm giving the one over here, so you can see that I got the value 1, right, of the input. See, now what happens is this number has not printed. Why? Because inside this I had passed the integer form over here. You can see that console like scanner, with the help of this input I had passed the 1. That's why compiler understand that the input from the user I got is 1, and I need to print that number, right? I need to print that number. Let's say I am trying to print the another number. Okay, so that you will get some insights like how it is working. So you will get the 2 and 2. Okay, let's say I am trying to print a string or any single letter. You can see over here I am printing E, so I will get this input mismatch exception java.util dot input mismatch exception, and I will get this number. Okay, so this number I will get over here. Okay, so now you know that, and same thing will happen with the float also. So even if you are trying to do that, so okay, so it doesn't matter at all, so you can ignore this for now also, or else now you know that how you will get this input mismatch exception. And if I am trying to print this number now, this 10 I got for this line number 20. Okay, so compiler knows that after handling the exception, I already had declared this the global variable over here integer num, that is 10. So compiler will print that. Okay, so guys, I hope that this concept is very pretty much clear to you. So if you did like this video, then make sure to like and subscribe our channel for more related problems and solution. So guys, see you in the next time. So till that time, take care. Thank you and bye bye.